So I tell you guys something interesting about Kenyatta. Kenyatta used to ask me for money. Yes, Kenyatta used to ask me for money. You would say yourself, first thing to come to my mind is, okay, why was Kenyatta asking me for money if they already had or was going to have the gift that was coming to me? Maybe it was to throw an illusion out there, because I noticed this is one tactic that a lot of these people, a lot of these weeds in my life, they would always throw a monkey wrench in there in case you ever woke up. So in case the day you ever woke up, you would say, oh, that's not going on because Kenyatta asked me for $50. How could she have, I don't know, 50,000? That belongs to me, right? Some shit like that. So they would throw a monkey wrench in the situation. And I just, like I say, they just thought it, I know they just thought it was so funny. I can see it in my mind. That's why the demon in Brooklyn, the vampire in Brooklyn, always had this smirk on his face. And I used to want to smack the shit out because I wonder why this dude always had a smirk on his face. Like he knew, he had a smirk on his face like he knew all, like he was literally God or some shit. Yeah, he has a really big God complex about him. I noticed that, and it really made me angry. That's why I'm telling y'all, so I wouldn't want to be God, because God plays shit too close. Because had I have the slightest idea that any type of this thing was going on, somebody would have got hurt. And it wouldn't have been me initially. I'll tell you that much. Not initially, it wouldn't have been. Very dangerous stuff, y'all. Because everybody that knows me personally. They know, everybody knows I don't play games. I don't play around. I don't play games. That's how they know they're in a lot of trouble now. Because I do not play games. Ain't no coming back to me. Ain't no apologizing. I do not play no games. They know they finished. But yeah, I just want to tell y'all that, yeah, Kenyatta used to ask me for money. And then, another reason why people like this weeds like this do stuff like this. I mentioned at first they do stuff like this to throw a monkey wrench they gotta throw a monkey wrench in case you wake up one day. That can be the alibi, Oh, Kenyatta doesn't have this much money because she asked me $50. Oh, the vampire in Brooklyn, oh, he don't have this much money because he live in the projects. You see? And then when you have a situation like that and people switching out identities and changing their name and faking deaths, I can understand how it can get very complicated for the justice system. Yeah, I get it. And you got to know that shit like this is possible, to be in a justice system. You need to have this kind of expertise. You need to have gone through some shit. It's hard for me to imagine somebody working in the justice system who ain't gone through shit. You know what I mean? But the second reason, oh my God, please don't let me lose my thought. Hold on, y'all. Oh, the second reason, I told y'all already, it always takes 10 seconds. The second reason is that these type of individuals, they like to give themselves an excuse to hate you. They know what they're doing is very bad and very wrong. So they'll try to give themselves an excuse to hate you with the little bit of righteousness that they have in them. The very small amount that they got in them is very small. It's in the micrograms, mcg on that ass. It's like they gotta hype themselves up on why they don't like you. Why you think everybody had to come up with a reason why they don't like me, when they wouldn't do this type of stuff to their worst enemy? They wouldn't do this to somebody who broke in their house and stole something from them, right? But they would do it to somebody like me, or somebody who they perceive to be like me, right? So they got to give themselves an excuse not to like it. And I noticed a lot of that growing up. It seemed like people were really like looking for shit. When it came to me, I always felt like people was just looking for a reason to dislike me. Never really understood why either. But that might have something to do. When you about to do somebody wrong, it's like you gotta hype yourself up. You gotta be your own little fanboy Or I don't like so and so because of this. Or I don't like so and so because of that. And like I told y'all before, if you pay attention to a motherfucker long enough, even if it's your spouse, you'll find a reason not to like that motherfucker.